Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel for another tasting beer review. Thanks for watching. This time with another Bavarian Kellerbier. This is from the Zirndorfer brewery located in Zirndorf in Fürth, the region Fürth in middle of Bavaria. Started 1674. It's a quite interesting brewery in many ways, and it's always right time with a Kellerbier in my opinion. And this brewery is just like many other ones. They are arranging their Stadt- und Brauereifest, which seems to be appreciated in this town. They I'm gonna read some information about it. They do also have their Bräuschank, which is like the Braugasthof, where they do serve dishes and beer directly from the barrels, of course. The label is quite good looking on this one. You see the man right there standing with his glass of beer and all the wooden barrels of beer in the cellar, looking really nice. According to the beer style, it really exactly look how you think about a Kellerbier, the beer style Kellerbier. You see all the wooden barrels in the cellar where it's being matured. So it's looking really nice, and it gives a really nice impression to me when I've been doing my research about it, looking at their website and so on. And it's naturtrüb, of course, which also a good thing. So it's unfiltered, which a Kellerbier always is, and naturally cloudy, which also is what a Kellerbier always is. And I love Kellerbier. I think it's such a fantastic beer style. So this is going to be really interesting to try, and I've been really looking forward to try it a lot. Just like if we're gonna start with the bottle, you see the cap right here with the lion holding his beer, and yeah, it gives a really nice impression. Their lion is of course also their logo. Das gute Zirndorfer Kellerbier Naturtrüb seit 1674. Nice color combination also with a brown, yellow, red here on the label. Gives a real nice impression. And here's the back label. And as you can see, they use for Bavaria, especially Bavarian smaller breweries, typical glass, typical bottle shape, the thicker bottle, not the tall one, but the thicker one. I do have another one from this brewery. It's their Landbier, which looks like this, and I'm gonna try that, of course, in the future. So hope you look forward to that just as much as I do. The Landbier. But this is their Kellerbier, which I'm starting with, and I don't have almost any information at all of this brewery. The only text I did found about the brewery was on their website. I didn't find any other information anywhere about this brewery, and there was almost no information at all on their website either, which was quite sad and quite surprising to me. But there was a small text anyway, which didn't have any information, but I'm gonna read it anyway. Every day the master brewer gets up early in the morning to brew beer in Zirndorf, a visit to the brew kettle. When the church tower bells rings, the smell of freshly baked bread wafts through the alleys, and the first light announces the new day. The master brewer from Zirndorf is already at work. Into the heart of the Zirndorfer brewery, with its sparkling brewing guidelines, finely roasted malts, flowery hops, and let go of a happy brewer who can't wait to see it. Brewing beer is the most beautiful thing in the world for him, one that simply follows one principle: it has to taste good. His instructor inaugurated him to the old recipes, just as he had it himself from his brewery father, and heard the functions from the generation. This has been the case for more than 300 years. Watch the malt gently release its spice and release the warm water, then add the hops to the right moment. And it the right approach is heard, the yeast can also do its work. Quiet, of course, because a good beer takes time and leisure, and our master brewer still has it today. So I'm gonna give you the link to the brewer's website anyway, even though there's unfortunately not much information about on it. I do know though that they do have some different beers. This one and the Landbier that I did show you, probably some other ones. As I said, it's hard to find information about this brewery, sadly, because it's giving a nice impression regarding the look of the beer label, and that they're having their festival Stadt- und Brauereifest in the town. I'm gonna read, of course, the text here on the back label. Zirndorfer Kellerbier ist eine echte Vollbierspezialität. Es wird nach alter Zirndorfer Art mit besten Rohstoffen eingebraut und unfiltriert abgefüllt, vollmundig und mit leichtem Hefegeschmack, naturtrüb und unverfälscht süffig. Zutaten: Wasser, Gerstenmalz, Hefe, Hopfenextrakt. Vertrieb Brauerei Zirndorf GmbH in Zirndorf. Alcohol content is 4.9 ABV. Das gute Zirndorf, and it's always great if you have a bottle of Kellerbier. Of course, it's always the most fresh to drink it directly from the barrels in the brewery, especially with this style. But if you have it on the bottle, drink it as fast as you can is my recommendation, because, as I said, Kellerbiers are used to mature in kellers, in cellars, so they don't feel home anywhere else. For example, in this case, I've been keeping it in my fridge, but you feel at home at a cold and dark place. If you don't keep it in the cold and dark place, it doesn't feel home, and the taste is having the risk to be changed. But this one is gonna be hopefully perfect. So of course, since it's Hefe in it, there is a special pouring technique, how to swirl the bottle, since it continues to the Hefe being collected at the very bottom of the beer. So I'm gonna show you that also, just the way I do with the Weissbiers. But I'm really interested in this one. And finally, the tasting part, my favorite part of the review, of course, because then I'm allowed to try these fantastic beers. So let's open this one up, the Zirndorfer Kellerbier. And pour it up, of course. Really excited about this one. Kellerbiers are so fantastic. The whole style is just so great, in my opinion. Here we do have some left. And then swirl the bottle. And then you see, the yeast comes up. Very nice. This is the way it should look. Zirndorfer Kellerbier. This is a perfect Kellerbier. You see the nice two-finger compact white foam head, and this is the perfect looking Kellerbier. I'm so excited about this one. I have high expectations of it. What could taste better than a Kellerbier? I don't know, actually. And it's the same with other German beers also, of course. Pils and the Helles and the Weissbiers, of course. Every one of them is just 100% in my opinion. This is looking typical for the style. Very cloudy, dark yellow and cloudy, coming from since it's unfiltered, and naturtrüb. Unfiltriert und naturtrüb. That's what the Kellerbier is. Yeah, that's also important. Build up foam head and maintain it all the way through. You see that it's a compact foam head, it doesn't disappear, which is a good thing, of course. Shows both quality and it keeps the right taste in the glass. So let's get the aroma of this one. really fresh, just the way I want a Kellerbier, like this one. I have high expectations on it. Really longing to try this one. The aroma is very fresh and typical for the style. You feel the balance between the malts, the hops. They have a great character of this one, and it's also typical for the style Kellerbier. So I really think this one is gonna be great. So the Zirndorfer Kellerbier. Prost! And it's really great. Of course, the maltiness is there. You got the great balance between the hops and the malts, and the Hefe, of course. So this one is a really nice Kellerbier. You feel that it's a true Kellerbier taste in it, and the Kellerbier is so fantastic. I mean, every time I drink a Kellerbier, I remind myself of how great it tastes. These Naturtrüb Kellerbier. They are just amazing in my opinion. Absolutely one of my favorite beer styles. They got everything. So this is really tasting great, and you have to try it in my opinion, because this is a really great Kellerbier. And yeah, I always enjoy Kellerbiers. That's so amazing. That's it. The Kellerbier Naturtrüb from Zirndorfer tastes really nice, and of course it's a big recommendation, this one, and it's gonna look great into my collection too, of course. I mean, have one other look at it. Doesn't that look good for a beer label? It's a perfect Kellerbier beer label, I would almost say. It's a cellar man, brewmaster is standing there with all the beer barrels of Kellerbier that is being matured there in the cellar. Looks so nice. One of the best beer labels I've been reviewing. Also the colors fit so perfect together with the beer style. So this is really nice. And with that said, hope you enjoy my reviews. Continue to follow my channel for more interesting beer reviews. There is a lot of interesting ones that will be coming up, of course, in the future, as always. I'm really loving to do these reviews, and I'm always longing forward to do another review, tasting these fantastic beers, doing research about the breweries, and yeah, that's just really great. So hope you think that too, and that you continue to follow my channel, and like, comment, subscribe, and see you again in next German beer review.